Now let's bust out the Procto-Cam and check each other for polyps.
You first. I call Dave Pitcher.
Who's going to be pivot man in this circle jerk?
Woo!
Guitar bitch. I want to finger your wood. While we're waiting on Joel, he got his nuts caught in a vending machine, but he'll be along. I have something to show you. This, kids at home, is it has some educational examples. This is a roughly year 2000 Carter guitar. Carter. Made by a fella named Don Carter in Sarnia, New York. This guitar was made by just a little shop. A guy and his wife had a shop in Sarnia. I don't recall the name of the shop, but the guy's name was Don Carter.
Where Prince Caspian defeated the White Witch in Sarnia? The Chronicles of Sarnia.
Chronicles of Sarnia, exactly. But this was just made in a shop by a dude. Now, as you look at it, on first looking at...
Looks like it was made in a shop.
Well,
by a dude.
It does, and it has some things I don't like. Cosmetically, this guitar, I don't care for this headstock shape. I don't care for these black tuners. I rather do care for the wooden binding, which is quite tasteful. It had a pickguard on it that I took off, but I rather like this rosette. But something about this guitar is actually of excellent quality. And a few years ago, I posted a video on the YouTubes on my own channel, and I got quite a few responses from dudes who knew this guy. He's still alive, it turns out. I want to do an interview with him, but I'm told he doesn't use technology well. He's quite old.
Understood.
But the guy was just making guitars for 30 years and would build you kind of what you wanted. This was sort of a model, but I don't know. It's like, but it came out to be
out of tune.
Out of tune.
I wish guitar builders could build them in tune. Still not in tune.
And I'm too lazy to get up and get the snark over there. Nothing is more scintillating than watching a man tune.
Except for maybe a man tune with an app that he refuses to drop $1.99 on so he doesn't get ads.
Right. All right, here, you demo it, talk about it while I go get the Procto-Cam.
I swear I know stuff about guitars, but I don't know nothing about this guitar. It does sound good. Sounds beautiful. It's got a couple splits in the top.
Yes, it does.
Ohio is horrible to acoustic guitars.
I'm pretty sure I put strings on it maybe 5 years ago, and that's what's on it, because I don't like change.
Yeah, apparently like hepatitis, so.
Absolutely.
And tetanus.
Amateur proctologists of the world unite.
Hold on. Let me get my pants down.
That's right. This is going to be a little cold.
Yeah.
Look, it has this advanced feature.
It'll warm up quick. With that light on, it'll warm up quick. All right, let's look at this. I feel like I'm at the doctor's office. Ladder brace, come on.
We're looking back at
it's X bracing.
Yeah. I believe that serial number, which is upside down, is the year 2000, like the 8th guitar of 2001. That's my guess based on what I know of this thing. We're now looking up at the heel, and anyway, his work is quite nice. I wouldn't be that neat about it in there. And if we look back at the bridge here,
it's in good shape. Hey, there's
what do you
his
see?
Name.
How I didn't know that was there.
Yeah.
Hey.
How would you?
Hi, kids.
Hey, ¿qué pasa?
As you can see, it's signed Don Carter, May of 2001. Fascinating. I didn't know. How would anybody ever see that without destroying the guitar? I guess with a mirror.
Yeah, nice work on those little finger braces. They all look well carved.
He had good penmanship.
It's a very nice piece of maple there for the bridge plate. Looks like it's in good shape.
Now, I don't think anything...
But now with the top cracking the way it is, but I'm not seeing any cracks under there.
That would be over on this side. No.
Just wondering if
this is the bass side.
That's right here's... That's into the wood. There's no doubt about it.
Well, it's not showing through the...
I wonder if it's laminated.
It's plywood or something? It doesn't sound like it.
No, it sounds big, but I'm wondering if that's a laminate.
Well, if we were to look at the edge...
Because it would make sense.
Sure looks like a laminate, does it not?
No, I guess it is. goes to show you can make a good sounding guitar with a laminate.
With the plywood top. That's kooky.
John, if it's not a laminate, you can write to us and yell at us and tell us.
That's right. I would, as I say, I'm sorry, I'll talk in here. As I say, I would love to interview the fella. Just to get to know him, because he's not going to live forever. And by the way, the few people I found that own these, first of all, I'll buy it from you. $2,000, $1,000 right now. Because they love him and his stuff, and also...
why not?
And why not? Now,
who would want this, though? I mean, like, this guitar is... It was probably really expensive. I mean, if people are offering you $2,000 for this in the shape it's in,
right,
then I mean, what was this? A $4,000, $5,000 guitar?
It was a custom.
Who's this guitar for?
Well,
who can afford it?
That's a great question. The answer is the longer you putz around in life, the more you jettison rock and roll and you embrace things like bluegrass and folk and roots music and acoustic stuff. And the answer is old guys with money.
Doctors, lawyers that don't play in bands. Really.
I don't know if I would frame it.
That's because you have a lot of friends that are doctors and lawyers that
don't play in bands anymore.
In bands.
No, that's true. It is actually quite a few people who don't play in bands because while the acoustic market is, I guess it could be said that the high end is higher than the electric guitar market. In other words, it's easy to pay.
In a sense, yeah. In a sense, it's easier to go. It's way more likely you're going to drop $4 or $5 grand on an acoustic guitar than an electric.
Yes.
But that much money in an electric should be a handful of them.
I don't want a truckload of garbage. I see the person that would have bought this as the kind of guy that was using Don as, I assume, a repair shop or a luthier, or knew him, or was in a folk circle of pickers and grainers, and said, I want Don to make me the guitar that I want. And said, yeah, I'd love a maple, whatever that is, rosette.
Spalted maple rosette.
Spalted rosette. I had a spalted rosette when I was a younger man. Took a little penicillin, cleared it right
shot.
up.
Yeah, I understand.
Yep.
Yeah, it needs a little work. Needs an alignment.
You think? I mean, it's supposed.
Oh yeah, it's got a pretty big inward bow. I mean, if you look at the inward bow on it, there's quite a bit of action there. Look at that.
By the way, I want to show you kids at home what he's doing and why he's doing that. So what Dan is doing is using the string as a straight edge, and he's gauging the height of the frets
by how much space there is between the bottom of the string and the frets.
Yes. So with his pinched at both ends, he's now a straight edge. So this distance that the string has to move to fret out should be similar to here. And if it is, you know that the neck is straight. And of course, you can just gauge by how much change there is.
There's a lot of movement in that.
Yeah.
So it needs to be straightened out a little bit. And when you do that, usually you got to get rid of some of the fret wear too. So when I say something needs aligned, it's not messed up. It plays just fine. But you get there is definitely fret wear.
Oh, sure.
So
I put quite a few hours in on this. Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Is the for lack of a better term, bluegrass Nazis I know?
Oh, that's not nice.
Well, it's true.
I did not see that coming.
Those guys would almost to a man have their action really, really high because they
saw the guitar in half with the G chord, yeah.
Well, but also that sound, that clarity of sound. No,
they rarely play anything up there. They're sawing it in half.
Yeah, but big strings high up off the fingerboard, big action, baby.
That's just so they're clean notes.
Well, I don't know. I've noticed that.
It only makes the guitar harder to play.
All right, you heard it there.
There's been plenty of studies done that are beyond my knowledge base, and almost all of them say sound about the same, but just makes the guitar harder to play.
You're a hell of a luthier. If you were a criminal, you'd be Lex Luthier.
I would be Lex Luthier.
If you were a weightlifter, you'd be Luthier Ferrigno. Thank you. If you were a gymnast, you'd be Mary Luthier Retton. So,
yeah,
Don Carter, if you're out there, give me a call. I'd like to preserve some knowledge about you because once you kick the bucket, that's it. The only people that know, or the guys that knew you, when they kick the bucket, they ain't no spring chickens either. Then it's all lost.
They say the people that know.
No. And if I stumble across another Don Carter, I'll buy it just because I love this one so much. Something about this guitar, even as I say, I don't care for the headstock shape, and a lot of things I don't care about the cosmetics, but it just tickles my little fizzy bit. the fabulous Carter of Unknown Vintage and Provenance. Also, close enough. I like it.